whatever we are learning in this course, if you can ask those questions, it will be great, because it is going to help many other people also. Your question will be beneficial to other people also. And also I could see a lot of new people, so they don't know how to chant, if it seems, because they're just sitting and watching. So I request Saurabh Prabhu to just show to everybody how to chant, how Hare Krishna, it is how chanting is done. So from 3:45 to 4 o'clock we chant. So even if you don't have mala, you can, even if you don't have beads, it's okay, you can chant on the hands. So Saurabh is going to show you how to chant. Simple, right? So those who don't have mala bag and those who have joined us new can start practicing like this. So don't sit idle for 15 minutes. You can just simply chant. See everybody and chant. So those who have questions, you can please raise your hands and we can quickly start attending questions.
We have Ravi, ma'am. That's the only.
So request him to look at our response, because last time also he doesn't look at our response. He just asks.
Mataji, he's reiterating the same issues.
Family issues. Okay. So what language does his parents understand?
I don't know, Mataji. I'm asking him, but he doesn't seem to respond.
That is the problem. Whatever question we're asking is not responding accordingly.
No, he's showing the language, is it? Where's Telugu, Mataji?
Telugu. Okay. So their parents are hearing? His parents are hearing?
Yes, yes. I think he told us all of this last time also.
So what I see, I can talk to them. I mean, what exactly is the problem?
Mataji,
What do
the
they
thing
say?
is, see, when I respond, he asks, I respond, but he doesn't look at me.
That's what I'm observing, that only.
This requires a different kind of a system, Mataji. I don't think we are ready to have the skill.
Correct. You suggest what to do? I mean, I'm planning to speak to his parents, but I wanted to know how to communicate. Because if I talk in English, I need another devotee who knows Telugu so that I can keep an interpreter and talk to them. At least I need their numbers, right? I would be needing their phone numbers. Okay, bro. We'll see how to tackle it.
Hey, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Madhura here. She's asking about the gross body, subtle body, and the soul. So the experiences are related to gross body, like when we feel burn or something like that. But then there are people, some foreign people who can, work. Uh, they put their hand or their body parts in burning something, fire. They can control that. Some people, they would take bulbs, something like that. They put it on their body, fire. They can manipulate.
Yeah, so they have kind of practiced, like if you understand like this, that in our Indian system, like in an Indian system, there are a lot of yogis. If you've seen, can they walk on water? Have you noticed that they can walk on water? And thousands of years their life would be. So it is all a matter of, how we are talking about mind, how powerful the mind is. So it's a matter of training the mind. So if you have trained the mind so well that the mind is able to perform miraculous tasks, mind is so powerful, it can do wonderful things. So it is all a matter of how you are training, giving training to your mind. It is not that they have acquired any special gross body. Their gross body is same like us, but it's just a matter of how they have adjusted, they have tuned, how we tune it, how, how they have tuned their mind to do certain things which look very abnormal, or which look very out of the world to us. There are people who can walk barefoot on burning coal, or who can pierce their tongue, and they can pull a truck with their tongue. So a lot of people, like even in Guinness Book and all, you can see such people who are doing such activities. So it's all up. Mind is very powerful. It's how you train it. So in Krishna consciousness, we say if you have to train your mind, you have to train your mind to become a devotee of Krishna. Because doing all those other activities, which is like walking on fire, or pulling a truck with your teeth, or eating a bulb, or putting hand in fire, see, all these things are okay. They will attract a lot of people, but ultimately your gross body is going to die, right? So what are you going to achieve by doing all those things? So best is you should devote your mind, you should give all your energy in knowing Krishna and understanding your relationship with Krishna. What is our relationship? We are eternally servants of Krishna. We have actually so many presentations I've discussed that he's like our supreme father. And because we are in this world, we have forgotten that relationship. If by chanting we are able to revive that forgotten relationship, and if you're somehow able to reconnect with Krishna, I'm emphasizing the word reconnect. We are already connected, but we've forgotten. Then we can come out of this cycle of birth and death. So it's all a matter of training your mind. So let's all train to become Krishna conscious. Use your intelligence and train your mind.
Thank you, Mataji. Makes sense. There are no questions, Mataji.
Wow.
No, no, there is.
Uh,
Sudarshan Prabhu is saying that we have Ravi's parents. I think he is bringing them into the meeting.
oh, great. But who's going to understand Telugu? I don't know Telugu. Can they understand English or Hindi? Maybe Hindi if they can understand. Yeah, his father is here, Saurabh.
Hello, namaste.
आप नाम बोल के बोल रहे, रवि वर्मा के पापा बोल रहे हैं?
हाँ मैम, you can you do that talking?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, या श्योर। अंकल नमस्ते, आप रवि के पापा बोल रहे हैं? आप स्पॉटलाइट करेंगे सर?
हाँ मैम, all are spotlight now.
ओके, नो नो, Ravi's father, I think he's not there now.
हाँ, his screen is frozen माताजी.
अच्छा, सो अंकल नमस्ते, आप रवि के पापा बोल रहे हैं, हम आपसे बात करना चाहते हैं 2 मिनट। आप हमें सुन सकते हैं? What do they say? What are other people saying, Saurabh?
I have to check माताजी, I can't see.
Because you can just check what are others saying. Madan wanted to say something for him only long time, I think.
Yeah, Madan is saying he's from Andhra Pradesh, I think, from Hyderabad. And
Uh-huh.
Well, Madan Mataji is saying that apparently there was a conversation before some other WhatsApp group they were in, and the
Okay.
parents, I think, he had requested, so he had given him, Madan had given him the contact, of the Hyderabad ISKCON, and also the Bhagavad Gita, something he had mailed him, and no charge,
Okay.
everything free of cost.
Uh-huh.
So Ravi, I think, has calling says some issue, Mataji. I think at home with the parents, I think some fear or some
So
communication.
I would like to know all that, but then how to ask Madan, does he has his parents' number?
Madan, I think, had sent beads and mala bag and everything, books and everything has sent, I think, 6 months back.
Okay. No, but I want, I as a person, I need his parents' number.
No, Mataji. So he wasn't connected. He was connected by
Can
the.
Madan do me a favor? Can Madan send a video can he talk to Ravi and ask him to send his parents' number, and how will they talk? Will they talk in Telugu or can they talk in Hindi?
Apparently, I think he's not that communicative, Mataji. He's sent the messages. He's also asked for some certain things. He's asked for contact details, but there's no response from Ravi.
Okay. That's what we are
Maybe
watching
he's
on
also
this.
scared. May
Uh,
also be scared that he might get a scolding or something from his parents or something like that.
so, I mean, we need some way to help him, right? I'm ready to help him, but
He's saying that it's almost 6 months back. He had tried to help, given him the beads and the bag and Bhagavad
even
Gita.
I sent from Chennai. From Chennai, and from I also sent one bag and beads.
Yeah. So, acha, Kavita, I think Kavita Mataji had sent, not Madan himself. It was Kavita.
So Kavita also sent, I also sent. So my request, if there is any devotee, any of you who can approach him and somehow try to talk to him, I would like to talk to his parents. I don't know his number. If I get the number, if any of you can volunteer to please get his parents' number, please get me the number. I'll try to talk to his parents. As Saurav is saying that maybe he's frightened, he is afraid. So if we can help in some way, it'll be great. I mean, I'm ready to help. Fine. Thank you. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Maybe he's receiving some type of not a good environment for him. Maybe
Right.
misunderstanding in scolding or something like that happening.
Uh, uh,
So you're talking about a instance, Mataji. There was never, a cat never came to her place, but about 2 months back, there's a cat which regularly comes to their place, and it's with her husband actually. Whenever the husband is there, her husband he comes, but not when Madhura is there. They give them some small food, little bit of milk or some bread or something. Every night she started coming now. This cat, and this is something new. So they are trying not to, but just a little bit of food and everything they're giving, but trying to not.
See, what
Pet.
actually is happening in an animal's mind, we don't know because animals can't talk. So in our house also, my I have children and my daughter is very fond of cats. So what we would do, we will make sure that whenever that cat would come, we will always give prasad to her. So you all should also try that whosoever comes to your house, you should always give them prasadam because prasadam is very, very powerful. It can actually purify us. It has the power to remove all our sins. So Prabhupada used to say that prasadam is a very, very powerful weapon in the hands of a devotee. If devotee has prasadam in his hand, he can actually transform anybody. So now we're talking about animals. If you give prasadam to the animal, imagine the animal's next birth would be so glorious. Maybe it attains human form. Maybe it gets out of the cycle of birth and death. So whosoever comes to your house, always keep some prasadam, even if it is like a small snacks or some banana or some anything small you can give to that person. When you send your children to school, you pack prasadam in their tiffin boxes. Why? Because children will always share prasadam in the school. So when other children are eating, so those other children are also benefiting prasadam. They will also get Krishna's mercy. So is it clear? So maximum you should try to eat prasadam, distribute prasadam, and to your children, to your family, to animals, dogs, cats, cows, whosoever you come across. I remember right from childhood, our mother had trained us to whenever we cook chapati in the morning, I always offer it to the Lord, and one chapati I always keep it in the name of a cow. So one chapati I always give it to the cow in the morning. So two things, I'm getting blessings from mother cow, and secondly also I'm giving prasadam to the cow. So these are small habits you can develop in your own house. There is no charges, there is no extra effort. Whatever you're cooking, if you give it to Krishna, then as a prasadam you can purify the life of so many other people. And in return, Krishna is going to bless you thousands of times, unlimited times.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Namaskar. Anutama Mataji, the our lecture between about the gross body, subtle body, and the soul.
Yeah.
And when we talk about karma is attached to which part of these entities, these things: gross body, subtle body, soul?
Karma is all attached to the soul. Why? Because see, the body will finish there and then. So what are the two entities? Subtle body and soul moves to the next body. And subtle body, which has got a mind, is carrying all the information of your past karmas, of your desires. So that you, all those desires you are going to fulfill in your next birth. So again, you are going to create with, because of those desires present in the mind, you are again going to create new set of karmas for you in the next life. So anyways, you have a bank balance of the previous births. And now in this birth also, you are continuing to doing same things. You're creating more karmas, whether good karma or bad karma, but you're creating more karma. So then it becomes an endless cycle. That cycle doesn't end. And how do we break that cycle? Good karma and bad karma, I think he was asking. I can't hear you, sir, Prabhu. Your voice, your...
Mataji, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear. I think he's understood. He's saying good karma and bad karma, I think.
Good karma and bad karma. Desires and having a good life. So isn't it because mind, intelligence, and ego? So he's saying that doesn't the subtle body have the karma in it?
Okay. But who's going to execute those karmas? Subtle body is subtle. How does the karma come out? Subtle body is there like a powerful weapon in your hands. But who's going to execute it? Execution is going to happen through that soul only, no?
It is the memory.
Okay, so let me just give a brief. I will
Does the
give
soul help then?
that means let me just give you a very brief again. So there is a mind, there is a subtle body, there is a gross body. Okay, gross body and subtle body has got mind, intelligence, and ego that you all know, and we have a soul. So we have three things, right? So now the soul is desiring. The soul constantly is desiring. I want this. I want that. I don't want this. I don't want that.
Mataji, soul is desiring?
Yeah, the entity is soul only, na? Subtle body in its. So
Okay.
that desire, how does it get fulfilled?
The soul has
That
desire,
this,
Mataji?
yes, how will the subtle body subtle body has desire? It is like a storage mechanism. See what I'm trying to say. It is like a computer chip. How you have a computer chip? Chip is not going to act. Chip has all the information, but the acting part has to happen through somebody else, right? Similarly, subtle body has all the information. It is like a storage. The activity, the manifestation, the how we act actually is expressed through our soul and the body. Okay, so let me make you understand through
So
another
is the
way.
laptop the soul, Mataji? I mean, if you're saying that the pen drive is
No,
the
no, wait,
subtle
wait,
body.
wait, wait, wait. Let me make him understand in a way. See, when we become free from, when we go back to Krishna, when we go back to Krishna, the soul alone goes. At that time, even subtle body no longer exists. Even subtle body also dies. Subtle body, which is with us from millions of births, from so many janmas that we have taken, subtle body is always with us. But when we become Krishna conscious and by some our own bhakti and our own devotion and our own practice, when we become so advanced that we come out of the cycle of birth and death, at that time, even subtle body also does not exist. So then who is doing all the activity? The soul is doing all the activity. The all the information is there in the subtle body, but the action is being taken place by the soul only. No, today all of you are attending a class. It is your desire because you as a soul have developed to that level that yes, I want to be Krishna conscious. Tomorrow if somebody says no, I don't want to attend this stupid class, I will go and enjoy, I will go and watch a movie. Of course the information is coming from the mind only, I understand, because you have not trained your mind using your intelligence. Once if you use your intelligence, then mind will be in your
Mataji, so
control.
a little confusing for me. So once you're saying
Yeah.
that the soul feels that it wants to come to the class,
Huh.
right?
Wants to come
But
because you
tomorrow,
have used your intelligence. You have used your intelligence and you have told your mind to obey. By using your intelligence, suppose there is a thief.
so Mataji, because in interpreting and signing, it will be different. No, these concepts like
Okay.
intelligence, mind, soul are concepts.
Right.
So can you explain a little bit how it works?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That suppose there is a thief, okay, and he wants to do some theft. For 1 second, definitely his heart will tell him, no, it is not a good thing. I should not steal.
No, so here is where the interpreting thing. So when I say that he wants to steal, so this
He
want,
want
this want
thing
is coming from the mind or the soul, Mataji?
want is coming from the soul, but he's dictated by two things. He's dictated by intelligence and mind both.
Mind and
Mind and intelligence. So two things are constantly controlling the soul. As we discussed in the last, that mind can be our enemy and mind can be our friend. So when I'm saying my friend or my enemy, now who is my? Or my enemy? I. So my is the soul. Right? My body, my house. So this my means soul. So this my has a mind and this my also has intelligence. So Krishna in Bhagavad Gita very clearly explains to Arjun that I have, in the last chapter, he says, now I have given you all the knowledge. Now it is your choice. You want to fight or you don't want to fight. Similarly, every day we also have a choice. Whether we listen to our mind and keep sleeping, or we listen to our intelligence and intelligence will tell you, no, get up in the morning and chant your japa. So when I say I or me, that always means the soul. Always means me, the soul. Okay. So,
But Mataji, so when we say me, my home, my money, all of that, so the brain basically manipulates us into thinking that
correct.
it is my house and my car and my money. But when we say my Krishna,
That time our
brain cannot
intelligence,
control the brain.
of
How does
course,
that work?
of course, our intelligence is telling us, no, this whatever mind is doing is not correct. At that time, if we are Krishna conscious, means our intelligence is more powerful than the mind.
Mind less and intelligence more. That's how the power thing is, Mataji.
Yes, yes, yes. If when you become Krishna conscious, your intelligence increases and you're able to control your mind.
So as of now, would you say that all of us, our intelligence is low and our mind is like randomly trying to control us because it has more power?
No, I would say that all of people who are present here have now started becoming more intelligent. They have started getting control over their mind. Because if the mind is under control, it will tell you to go out and just enjoy. I would say that all of you have started, your mind is now under your control to some extent. So this, all these things comes with practice.
Ganesh asks Mataji, so why did the Lord make, all these things like the gross body and the subtle body? And so Mataji, the two questions. Hmm. So Mataji, he's asking for the reason why gross body and subtle bodies have been given to us. Second question, when Krishna comes to earth, does he have a gross body and a subtle body? If he himself doesn't have a gross body and subtle body, if no, the answer is no, then why has he given us gross body and subtle body?
Actually, both the questions are almost the same. So actually, it is our desire to enjoy separately from Krishna. It is said in scriptures that there is hardly, I'm not sure of the number, but is hardly 10% of the people who are in the material world.
Sorry, Mataji.
Hardly 10% of the total people in the universe are in the material world. 90% are actually with Krishna in the spiritual world. Now, or tell me something, how many desires you all have? Is there anybody in the class who doesn't have desires? Material desires, like of wealth, of job, of good clothes or house or children or body, anything related to gross body. Do you have desires? All of you have those desires? You want more, more, more. So now,
So he says not always. It goes ups and downs. Sometimes he has desires. Sometimes there are no
I'm
desires.
not talking just about him. I'm talking about everybody in general. He's
All other
asking me a
people here,
question.
Mataji also is saying that we have. Madhura also says have.
Yeah, yeah. So now, no, answering to his question, he said, why Krishna gives us a gross and subtle body. I'm answering to his question. Now, you have desires. You want to enjoy. You want to enjoy in this world in whatever way. So how do you enjoy unless you have a body? So you want you ask Krishna to give you certain things. Krishna says, okay, tathastu, I will give you all these things. But for that, he has to give us a body. Without a body, we cannot enjoy or suffer.
Sorry, Mataji, is a little confusing.
So no, no,
When
no.
the soul,
Without a body, if you don't have a body, see, the
mm,
soul cannot do anything on its own, right?
mm,
Soul needs a body. How do you enjoy? The enjoyment will be happening because of the body, right? Body only will eat. Body only will go and see the cinema hall, sit in the cinema hall. The enjoyment is coming out through body. For example, you are I many times in the class I've given this example that suppose you are very fond of water. You're always thinking that I wish I'm always near the sea. So okay, Lord says, okay, next birth you become a fish. Why become a fish? Because can you enjoy the sea being a human? Our human body is not made fit for being in the sea. Who can enjoy the sea? The fish can enjoy. So whatever our desires are, accordingly we are given a body. Somebody is very sinful, he is made a very low lying creature like an ant or a cockroach or a lizard. So according to our desires, Lord gives us a body. Why? Because we don't want to accept Krishna as supreme Lord. We don't want to serve Krishna. We want to enjoy separately away from Krishna. So Krishna says, okay, you don't want to enjoy with me, you go to this material world. I'm giving you a body, you go and enjoy. Okay, you go, you take, like a father, like a small child, he's very adamant. No, I want this, I want this. What will the father say? Okay, you go, take it. And as far as Krishna is concerned, Krishna came down and he had a spiritual body. He did not have a gross and subtle body. Krishna doesn't have a gross and subtle body. So we have other two people also who had raised hands.
last question, Mataji, he says.
Okay.
There's just one hand, Hemant, I think.
Okay.
And one question is how to control anger, Mataji.
Yeah, you remember we discussed in the last class that you do 5 things. You remember in the presentation last week, I had showed that how we do 5 things. We chant, we have good association, we associate with like-minded people, we read books, because whatever books, whatever knowledge we read Srila Prabhupada books, we eat prasad, and we follow 4 principles of dharma. 4 principles. Right? So when we start doing all that very religiously, actually the most powerful is chanting itself. With chanting itself, your anger will slowly go away. Mind will automatically become peaceful and the anger will come down. I'm sure many of you would have experienced that how you have transformed over the 1 year with chanting, how your nature has changed. I'm sure all of you would have experienced some little thing.
Yes, 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 Mataji. So Mataji, he says he's confused that if chanting helps us to, would it become that the mind's power and the intelligence will come to a equilibrium, or it is possible to make it go higher than the mind's control, mind's power, the intelligence? Can it go higher?
Yeah, if it is in a good way, very good. If it is positive, if your mind is oriented towards Krishna consciousness, yes, your mind is very powerful and you can control it. But mind can be powerful in both senses. It can be negatively powerful, it can be positively powerful. So we want it to be positively powerful. And that positivity will come only by using intelligence, by becoming Krishna conscious. We want our mind to be powerful, but in a positive way. We want it to be in a friendly way. We want our mind to become friends and become a devotee of Krishna. Your mind should be so powerful that no matter what attraction comes in front of you, you are not moved. I hope I was able to help.
Yes, Mataji, good. It was nice. Thank you.
Last question we can take.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Namaskar. He's talking about prasadam, Mataji, and so what he's asking basically, the bhoga and prasad, basically the prasadam offering, this helps what cleaning up the sins, or it helps us to, if there is some challenges relating, some career related challenges or any kind of challenge, it helps us to overcome that. So which does it do?
No, prasadam helps us majorly in our spiritual life. It helps us in making us become purified. See, material things are here today and tomorrow they are not there. Today you have certain things, and in next birth you have other set of things. So here in Krishna consciousness, we are not.
So Mataji, I used a sign when spiritual life, I said spiritual broadening. So he says, can you explain that, please? What is that meaning of that spiritual life?
Spiritual life means
Broadening
that you are. Spiritual life means you are all the time. See, what is our main aim? Basically, since you're not attending other classes, we are always. We have one position as a human being. We are the highest species, and why we are highest species is because we are most intelligent. Otherwise, we are doing same things like human animals are doing. We are sleeping, mating, defending, and eating. Whatever we are doing, we are doing same things as animals. What is the difference between us and and animals? The difference is that we have a higher intelligence. Okay, so two choices you have. Either you spend that intelligence in just enjoying, dying, and again taking birth, again doing the same activity, or you understand that what is the purpose of your life. So in Bhagavad Gita, we read from scriptures, we realize that our ultimate purpose is that we want to break the cycle of birth and death. And eternally, and what do we do when we break in cycle of birth and death? We go back to Krishna, and it is not a boring life there. Life with Krishna is full of fun. Actually, there is no, many people do not know, but there is actually, like we have a material world, earth we have. Similarly, there is a beautiful spiritual world where with Krishna you can enjoy like a friend, like your child, like a friend or a lover or a parents. You can enjoy all relationships with Krishna. So that is the meaning of spiritual life. So how do we enjoy spiritual life here when we are living? We go to temple, we take prasad, we take part in kirtan, we read books, we associate with similar minded people, we go to the places, visit places where Krishna had performed all his pastime, the leelas. Spiritual life means connecting back to Krishna. We are all parts of Krishna. Like how you are part of your father, we are part of Krishna, but because we are so attracted to this world, the glamour in this world of the car and the house and money and job, and we are so much attracted that we have actually forgotten Krishna. So spiritual life means reconnecting to Krishna, reconnecting, re-establishing our lost, or it says a sleeping relationship. We have slept and we've forgotten about Krishna. So spiritual life means you reconnect with Krishna, you understand who Krishna is, you start loving him, you start serving him. So one way of serving is how you suppose you don't have friends to go to temple, you don't have books to read. So one easy way of serving is eat prasad and chant. So these are the most powerful services you can do just being at home. If you get an opportunity to visit ISKCON temple, you can get participate in any of the services during Janmashtami, or every Sunday you can go to temple and do some vegetable cutting or take part in book distribution. Every year we distribute many Bhagavad Gita. In Chennai, we have two ladies like Kala and Kavita. Every year they come to temple and they distribute so many Bhagavad Gita. They are not able to hear, they're also deaf. So these kind of services you can do, and that all is spiritual life.
Mataji, I think he missed seeing it and he was charging his phone, oh sorry, his laptop. And
You just can repeat the last sentence, I think.
I forgot, Mataji.
Yeah, so
Can
he can just visit any temple if it's close by, and try to involve himself in some services. Like he can go and help there in some vegetable cutting, or he can tell me, I can connect him to some devotee in any of these ISKCON temples. I can connect him like how I'm trying for other people also. So if there is any ISKCON temple close by, I can connect him to some devotee there. He can tell me where is he living, and I can talk to somebody. Tamil Nadu.
South Tamil Nadu.
Okay. Which place? Coimbatore.
Yes, Mataji.
Oh yeah, we have a temple in Coimbatore. I can connect you to somebody.
It's 15 kilometers, he says, from his place.
Okay. And so there must be some Bhakti Vriksha group. So we have Bhakti Vrikshas. So some devotees must be living in your area. If you tell me, if you send me
Mataji,
a
sorry, what
separate,
is the Bhakti Vriksha group?
like what we are doing here now in the class, we are doing it online. Otherwise, we do it actual. We have weekly programs in somebody's house. Every week we conduct programs. But now we all are living very far off, so we are doing it as online. It's a small community of devotees. So he can send me a separate message and tell him where is he living in Coimbatore. I can maybe connect him to some devotee. He can send me a message separately.
Thank
And we
you.
are done. Or Ganesh wants to say something?
So Mataji, he wants to reconfirm the first question he had asked, that the karma is related to our soul, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
And after that, after our death, it continues. This karma is, I mean, carried over to the soul in the next body.
Correct, correct. Because soul only is the main entity.
Yeah. Okay, Mataji. It's clear, ma.
All clear?
Yeah.
Otherwise, tell me to write and I can clarify further. So that's all with the questions today.
One more person, Mataji.
That's Ravi only. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Sanjay here, Mataji. He's from Delhi. Mataji is asking that, the soul is, you know, what is it? I mean, what does it look like? Is it, is there something I can see, something look and learn? How does it look?
So what kind of language can he read? Hindi, English? What Hindi he read Hindi?
English, Mataji, English.
English. So probably this week or this weekend, I will be posting all the 5, 6 sessions, most likely five, the first 5 sessions of this course that we have started. So it will be in the form, it's going to come in different languages, English, Hindi, and other Indian languages. So my suggestion is that since he's just joined, he can go through all of them and get to learn all these
Mataji,
information.
but I want English only.
Yeah, English also will be coming. English will also become English, Hindi, other language also will come. So
But
whatever
Mataji, I want
doubts,
English only.
see what I'm doing is I'm clicking. There is a link of the drive. You just have to go to that link, click, and you will see
Mataji,
all the
no, you would
folders.
have to tell him that English for you, but others who don't know the separate language.
Ah, correct. So English he doesn't know.
He
English he
knows
knows,
English,
but
Mataji.
other people can't understand English and they understand only their mother tongue. So for their benefit, we have to do translation in other languages also, right? So you will get all the information, answer to many of your questions through those presentation. The things that we have covered till now about the
He
soul
is
also.
asking something, Mataji. Mataji, he's saying he's basically figuratively trying to talk about the soul. Is it like really, really a thin thing which you cannot describe, destroy?
Okay. Okay,
Or
just tell him a very small thing. Just tell him a very small thing. You tell him to take a part, take his hair, take one hair, Okay, yeah, Shilpa is typing. Now take the tip of the hair. Tip of the hair and cut it into 10,000 parts. So that one part.
So that is, I think, what he's saying, Mataji, that is as thin as a hair, and it's like really, really thin,
No,
1,100.
1,000th apart. So how can you see it? Then how can you
That's what
see
he's
it?
saying. No, Mataji can't see it.
Correct. Then what is the problem? That's how it is. That's how Lord is. And still the soul is the most powerful thing.
So he just wanted to confirm it, I guess, that it is something you can't
Yes,
see,
that's right.
thinner than the
Correct.
100,000 times thinner than the hair or something like
And
that.
can't be killed, can't be burnt.
Can't be.
Can't be burnt, can't be full. Nothing can happen. That is why it is eternal.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, nothing can impact it. Wind
Yes.
or fire or nothing like that. And
Nothing can
when
impact
time
it.
comes, it goes upwards. I mean, to
Right.
back
Whatever
home.
destination. Not home, whatever destination according to your desires.
So I think Mataji, what he's trying to say is that all over the world, there's so many souls, different souls, right? They are ready. All over the world, there are so many different souls. How?
No, I don't understand the question. So there are souls, so there are souls. We've all been created when we came into when life was given to us. We have no clue. We are there since time immemorial.
Mataji, I think he's frozen, and I think our
Yeah.
time is also there.
And thank you so much, everybody. And see you next week with the new class, week 7. We are going to start week 7 of Bhakti Vriksha. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. See you, don't mix next week's class. Hare Krishna. Bye bye. Thank you, Saurav.